Hey guys, what's going on? It's Karl here, back with another episode, and this one, you can tell from the title, is serving two purposes. The first is my revisited review of the ONEPLUS 5T. This has been out now for a couple months, and it's been one of my favorite phones for under 500 bucks. Probably the best, to tell you the truth. And the second is to show off the back. This is the limited edition white Sandstone edition. Limited edition Sandstone edition. So the sandstone finish kind of brings it back to the original, the OG ONEPLUS devices. It's got a textured feel to it. This time around, it isn't the gray slash black that we've seen. It is, of course, in this Stormtrooper white, and all I can say is it looks phenomenal. We'll say sexy again. So it's mostly white with hints of gray, and it's got that slightly textured feel to the back. So ONEPLUS says it's a 4-step process, takes about 75 minutes to complete the finishing just on the back alone. We've got a red aluminum alert slider on the back, and the buttons are finished in a matte black finish. It's looking very fresh, and it's been my favorite finish over on the ONEPLUS. They are available today in limited quantities. You can get 8 gigs of RAM with 128 gigs of storage. Grab them now. Links will be, of course, down below. And other than this limited edition colorway, the 5T has just been one of the best phones that I've used at the end of last year. As I said, for around that $500 price point, it has the internals of, say, a flagship and performs like one, but of course is half the price, which is why there is so much hype around this phone and why so many people love it. And coming to the main thing, which you're probably wondering about the 5T, the performance. As I said, 8 gigs of RAM, Snapdragon 835. This thing is a beast, coupled with Oxygen OS, which is almost stock Android. Every single thing that I've thrown at the 5T, which say my Pixel 2 Note 8 handles, this guy handles just as smoothly. Battery life over the past couple months has been awesome. It's easily lasted me the entire day, even though I am on this thing all the time. Maybe the best feature that a lot of people talk about also is dash charging. So handy, and I wish other phones had it. You can top off 50% in around 15 minutes. It's something that I really wish my iPhone could do, but sadly cannot. So the camera on this guy, and I've posted my full 5T camera review. I will leave that linked up here. It is a good camera, but I won't lie, it is not the best. I'll still give that title over to the Pixel 2, the iPhone X, 10, or even the Note 8. But as I said, for a phone that you're paying half the price for, it is better than half the performance. I'd rate the Pixel 2 a 10 out of 10. I would give this guy maybe around a 7.5. Low light performance is where the 5T struggles a bit, maybe doesn't have as good of dynamic range as some of those higher end phones, but still, awesome camera. It takes great portrait shots. It's got a dual lens setup, as I said. It records in 4K with electronic image stabilization to make sure most of your shots are nice and smooth and not too jittery. And maybe that battery performance is linked to the display, which, if you haven't seen it yet, is a 6-inch panel, and it now finally is edge to edge, makes it look very modern. It is only 1080p, but don't get me wrong, it's still a great screen to look at, and unless you've got two devices and you're really scrutinizing them side by side, I think ONEPLUS has done an awesome job with this display, and you can even tweak some of those display settings depending how warm or cool you like your display to look. I think that's sweet, and I don't think that's a deal breaker for me. Also new to the 5T, which I've been getting used to, and I think ONEPLUS also announced this would be available just to the ONEPLUS 5, is facial recognition. I can now look at the phone and it unlocks lightning quick. It still, though, does have a fingerprint sensor on the back, which is ceramic. It's one of the quickest that I've used. It's actually scary quick how fast it opens, and I don't have to, say, swipe up like I do on the iPhone X. I simply just have to look at it. Phone is locked, look at it, on. I can use it now. It's simple, and it doesn't require that extra step. And just to kind of conclude this review, I think ONEPLUS is one of the best companies that listens to its user base, that has these little things that always make me smile when I come back using it. It's got a headphone jack for all the people that still want it, which are the majority of us. It's got an alert slider, which I wish other phones had, and I use this all the time when I'm at work. If I want to slip that up to do not disturb, now my phone doesn't buzz off when I'm in meetings. Couple that with the great Oxygen OS software, almost like stock Android, and of course the thing which you can't forget, which is why a lot of you like the OnePlus, is the price. Anyways, let me know your thoughts on the 5T down below in the comments, and of course mention this sweet Sandstone White colorway. If you want to see this possibly as the first giveaway of 2018, I think I can try to make that happen. Just let me know, and stay tuned to social, as that's where I'll announce it, Instagram and or Twitter. Hope you guys enjoyed this revisited review, and I will catch the rest of you in one of my next episodes or vlogs. Peace.